Yeah, good morning, everyone. I hope you're okay. It's yet another episode of Flutter here in our sessions. And today it's a hands on activity. We'll introduce widgets, then we'll let students go through the documentation, the step by step implementation of the widgets, and we should be able to run the app all together in your machines and also you share within the session. So if you head over to week 6, and I still encourage guys to continue with the LMS so that you don't really find it very strange when we talk about week 6, week 7, week 5. I understand maybe some of you are still in week 4 or week 5, but you should be in week 6 as of today so that you don't uh, find it hard to proceed. You see? So Audrey, confirm if you can see my screen and you can hear me well.
Yeah, for sure, Alan. I can see and I can hear you clearly.
Thank you, thank you. So week 6, that's project. Guys, we are beginning our project cycle and we're just getting started with widgets with the UI. How we will implement the UI? We will implement the UI week 6. Week 7 is functionalities. Then week 8 we will integrate Firebase. We could even invite an extra a guest lecture to talk about Firebase and many other forms of database handling. So if you still continue with widgets, because everything in Flutter is a widget. So introduction, we understand fundamentals, implement basic layouts using common widgets. So in this lesson, we will focus on learning Flutter's core widgets and layouts by building a simple user interface. The project will be done collaboratively in class, and this one is hands-on. It has to be done by the student, where each step will be demonstrated and you will follow along by coding live. So these are the basic UI widgets. We have a widget and usage example. So text, we said it displays text on the screen from the word text. This is what we use to display text on the screen. Image is will display images from assets, network, or memory. Assets is whereby you have local images in your laptop and you want them to be used in your project. So there's a guide just as we scroll down on how you can create an asset folder, how you can create an image file inside it, and how you can feed images into it. So icon, this will display a material design icon. I'm sure we've interacted with many icons, maybe the WhatsApp icon, the Facebook icon, the TikTok. You see, this will actually display the material design icon. Container, this is a box used for styling, padding, margin, and decoration. If maybe I can take you back, maybe you've touched on HTML. There was something called container, uh, div. It's the same concept. It's having them in one, whereby once you style the container, it applies the styling into its children. Scaffold. This provides a basic structure: up bar, body, floating button. So this one is now it suspends the other widgets. Okay. So this is an example of now interacting with the basic widgets. You can see we have the scaffold, then we have the up bar. Then if you have a closer look, you can see we have a text, we have an icon, we have the body, we have the sizing of everything. See, maybe I can just give you 1 minute to have a look. Yeah. So that's the basic ones. Then we go to layout widgets. So layout is majorly about arrangement. We have for example, we always have the landscape and portrait layout, right? So these widgets help in arranging other widgets on the screen. They help arrange other widgets on the screen. So a row arranges widgets horizontally. Horizontally is usually uh, left to right. Column arranges vertically. Vertically is top to bottom, right? Stack places widgets on top of each other. It stacks widgets on top of each other. Top, you can say overlapping, overwriting. Expanded expands a widget to fill available space. Padding, this adds space inside a widget. Align aligns a widget within its parent. So here we have a call row and a column. So a column, then the children of the column is that we have a row inside which extends. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah. So we have a row inside this column whereby the row has icons of size 30, size 30, size 30. And good thing is with Flutter is we everything is a widget. So if you see an icon, that's just an icon widget that displays an icon. Okay. Then padding is now where you talk about the sizing. We have padding and margin usually in styling. For those people maybe who've touched on the UI, we know padding, margin, center, resizing, So input and interaction widgets. So these input and interaction widgets, these are the ones that accept user inputs. For example, we have a text field where we usually put maybe your email login, and then you put your password, then you have a button for sign in, right? A button is the same thing, various button like elevator button, outlined button. Checkbox allow selection of true or false. Checkbox is where now we have checkbox and radio button. Checkbox, you can choose more than one box. Radio button, usually choose one radio. Okay. Switch, toggle switch between on and off. Switch is just like the one you usually switch off your electricity. Slider selects a value from a range. So this one allows you to interact with its own text user commands. Okay. So this one is an example of a text field. Have a look. Just have a look. So the column, we have a column. We put everything in a column. Then the children of a column is that we have a text field. Then inside the text field, we have a decoration, whereby the decoration is, we can say is there's another term for that. That's the key holder value. The key holder value says enter your name. Okay. Then you have an elevated button. When you press it, print button pressed. Then child text click me. So the button says click me. Let's have a closer look. Everything is in week 6 LMS. That's why I'm insisting that if you still have not reached there, these things might sound very strange to you, but I hope you'll get time to go through it. All right. So we also have another set of widgets, which is list and scrolling widgets. So this widgets display scrollable content. For example, what I'm doing now, I'm scrolling up and down. Okay. I'm scrolling up and down. So list view, scrollable list of items. Grid view displays item in a grid format. Single child scroll view, scroll content if it overflows the screen. So I just gave an example here of list view. This is how you implement the widget list view. Then what do we have inside the list view? We have the list tiles, list tile for each and every item in your list. I find it very simple to have it like this so that you don't get confused on how each and every widget works. Okay, let's. Audrey, I hope I'm still audible. Or any other student. I hope I'm still audible, guys. Am I still with you? I think, Harshal, thank you. Yeah, so widgets are just, these are things like the tags in HTML, whereby you have the image tag, you have the paragraph tag. It's everything is a tag in HTML. So navigation, so used for navigating between screens. So navigation is just maneuvering within the application. Navigator manages navigation between screens. Bottom navigator adds a bottom navigation bar. That is things like if you open maybe WhatsApp, I think those guys put some navigations at the bottom of it where we have chats, updates, communities, and calls. Yeah. Drawer adds a side navigation menu. Drawer, I don't know which app has a drawer. Let me just have a look at my phone to see which app has a drawer. No, I don't have. I don't have X, but X should have. Whereby if you click on the left side, you're able to see your profile settings, but it's usually it's a side profile. Yeah, side navigation. So that's it. So animations, Flutter provides widgets for animations, animated container, animated changes in sizes, color or shape, animated opacity, fades in and out with animation, hero, shared element transition between pages. So that's animation. You could rarely use animation, but for anyone who would wish to go deeper, could still implement it. So here is the task. Live project, Flutter project. Follow all the steps below. So this one is hands-on. Just have how many of us have the machines on? I mentioned this in the meeting in groups that everyone should have their machine on today. How many of us have their machines on? This is a practical session, guys. I should say he has a machine on. Evans, where's your machine?
Mine is on also.
Michelle? Michelle Wanjero,
Yes,
you have your machine?
yes,
Kerry? Kerry Mukoya? Kerry, we can't hear you. Guys, this one you must have a machine. That I'm not lying. Kerry Mukoya? Yes. Peter Waweru? Peter? Peter, you can just type if you have it. Yes. Hashol Wambunya? Yes, he said. Jackton? Jackton? Yes. Janet Nashipai? Yes. Maurice Awar?
Yes, my machine is on.
Okay, brilliant. I'm so happy, guys. So let's have a deep dive. Audrey, do you also have your machine on? So, guys, let's have a deep dive into it. Follow all the instructions. At the end of the day, you should be able to have at least a display. I can scroll down and show you what you should be expecting at the end of it. The codes are explained. It's just you to fetch them and interact with it. This should be your landing page, your splash screen. If you proceed, this should be your main dashboard. Okay. Yeah. So that one should be your main dashboard. Yeah, this one should be a pay bill screenshot. So it's a hands-on activity. I want us to interact with it, go through the notes. I'll just be here. Just read, implement, read, implement, read, implement. This one I'm willing to give you even 2 hours. So follow all the instructions below. Open your VS Code, run Flutter create my wallet command in the terminal. A Flutter project will be created with a folder structure like below. So time starts now. If maybe do you want me to show you the snippet of the entire app before you begin? Can I show you? Okay.
You can just show us.
Okay, let me just show you guys what you should expect before my VS opens. This is the okay. So this is the app. It has even authentication, everything, but that one we will cover in week 8 when at least we have the UI fully running. So Flutter run. I'll share even the repo so that if you want to go ahead, feel free to go ahead. Flutter run, connected devices. Let me choose Chrome. It would be better to choose Chrome because now with Firebase, I think Google is usually, they want you to use their services. It's taking a bit of time. Don't you worry. It's not a heavy app. I don't know why it's taking time. Si app kubwa hata, ni kitu tu rahisi. Okay, let's give it some time. So as that one proceeds, let me just share with you the repo containing the entire thing. So if you feel free to go through it in your own time, that's the repo. Yeah. So my pocket wallet, you was secure digital wallet for easy transaction. So the once you are building something, there's usually themes for each and every sector. So the banking sector usually uses blue. Who can tell me why banking sector mostly uses blue? Who? Yes, try. Okay. Blue is the color of trust. That one, maybe you can know it today. Blue is the color of trust. That's why most of the banks, they're usually decorated with blue. So get started. So as I said, this one has authentication, but you have not yet incorporated in your LMS because you've not yet reached there. That one will put this page once you go to Firebase. So let me just log into your J150 at Gmail. And I log in. Yeah, this should be what I get inside. And create cards accounts, add card. If you go back, you'll still have, if you want to transfer money, if I want to transfer maybe to 0797790312, amount 600, continue, pin, maybe, yeah, confirm transfer. I should have gotten that money because that's my phone number. If you want to withdraw, the same thing. you want to withdraw to bank or to crypto wallet, same thing. So the app usually, the app actually has a lot of things. Okay, if you want to recharge mobile, if you want to recharge maybe to your own mobile number, the app contains a lot of things. But I want us to do what we have in week 6. Okay, let's go step by step because I wanted us to have it hands-on, because if I just explain to you guys, it will not really stick. So you better go hands-on because the code is already explained in the LMS. Each and every line has a code for you to implement. At the end of each and every file, we have a long explanation, or rather a short explanation, shorter than the code, whereby you get to understand what does this file do, what do we have inside this file, and what does this line mean. So then you just proceed. At the end of it all, you now Flutter run. So I wish you well. I'll be here as you do these labs. This is a lab session. Tumeelewa? Tuko sawa? Are we there, guys?
Yeah, I get.
Yes, we
Give me
get.
a plus. Give me a +1 if you agree. Send me the file on my email. Which file, bro? Oh, you've not reached week 6. Kitakuramba.
Yeah, I'm not in week 6 yet.
Hey, guys, if you're not in week 6, I don't know how you will discuss. Because the task is in week 6. Maybe talk to one of your students. If they can screenshot you the LMS, they will copy. Yeah, time starts now. I'll just be here. Happy coding, happy hacking. In case of any, just unmute, talk to us. Okay? But we'd like to see the output after that short documentation.